Hello Pisces, this is your reading for the week of June 4th to June 10th. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This would be the message or messages that come up for Pisces week of the 4th of June to the 10th of June. Pisces. Let's have a look and see what energies we're getting, what messages we're getting for this week, Pisces. It looks almost like there's something going on from maybe something in the past, some kind of conflict that comes up regarding something that may have happened in the past. I kind of feel like if there's you're kind of ruminating over something or you're thinking of something that happened in the past. I want to say that this has to do quite possibly with some kind of, have you been envious towards somebody, or have you been thinking, or kind of, I almost want to say like giving the evil eye on somebody. I want to say something that a past event that happened, you're thinking about something that happened in the past, and you're kind of shining light on this issue. Hence the reason I feel like there's kind of some kind of rumination happening, or you're kind of thinking about this past event and you're kind of envious of whatever or whoever was involved in this past event. I kind of want to say that you're bringing your attention towards this thing, whatever this thing happened that was in the past. And I kind of feel like it's not grounded in reality. How you're thinking that it was, or that it could have been or should have been, I feel like is not grounded in reality. I feel like there's kind of some kind of illusion or some kind of way of thinking that's kind of like a fantasy, almost like it's kind of like an illusion. It's kind of clouded. The thinking isn't clear, is what I'm saying. It's not grounded in reality. There's no grounding to whatever this thought is, whatever this rumination is. I want to say it has something to do with, it could be envy. It could be, something that happened in the past where maybe there was some kind of conflict or argument with somebody. But whatever happened, whatever you're bringing your attention to now, you're kind of shining the light on this thing. It isn't exactly how it happened. So it could be that the other person had a different idea and you're kind of thinking that the person was thinking something else when in reality they weren't thinking that at all. It could be an argument that you had with somebody in the past and it went a certain way, but that wasn't the reality of actually what happened. So I kind of feel like there's some kind of delusions of grandeur almost. But whatever happened, whatever these thoughts are, kind of, I don't feel like they're they're not in reality. They're not grounded. These thoughts aren't grounded. But I feel like, moving on towards the end of the week, I feel like this situation, this kind of energy where you're kind of thinking about the past, thinking what happened, thinking what could have, should have been, I feel like you'll be able to move on from it. I feel like it's kind of weighing heavy on you, though. It's kind of like a burden. It's kind of like you're carrying this kind of like past memory around with you. And I'm seeing this, memory, and I feel like you're carrying this along, or together with you. I feel like you're unable to let it go for whatever reason. And, even though you're moving ahead with this, you feel like you're moving on from this, from whatever this memory is, the memory that may not be 100% correct. Because sometimes, when we have emotions that cloud our memory, our memories aren't 100% what we think that they were, because our emotions have clouded them. It's kind of like swimming through murky water. So I feel like whatever this emotion is, this could be an emotional attachment here that you're able to break away from. And, there may be some even resentment towards this, the fact that you're unable to completely separate yourself from it. The fact that you're still kind of mixed up in whatever this memory is. And I feel like, you feel like you're moving on. You feel like you're moving towards a goal almost. And we can see almost that you're on your way, but you're still unclear exactly. And you're still able to break free 100%, because I feel like you're carrying this heavy memory or this heavy load around with you. Sometimes the only way to get rid of memories, especially if they were difficult memories or challenging memories, even trauma, sometimes we have to go through a process of eliminating those memories. And some memories are so deep that it takes years to really cleanse our body of that. And there's different techniques we can use. We can definitely use tarot as a way of personal development that can help us to let go of some of those memories. But it's really a question of releasing the memories, accepting what happened, and moving on from it, releasing, letting go, because, and we have to do it in a natural way. We can't force ourselves to let something go when we're not ready to let it go. So it has to be a very natural process. It has to be a process that, sometimes takes years, depends when the memory happened, what age we were. Sometimes childhood memories especially are especially hard to let go of. So I almost feel like, Pisces, that it has something to do with, thinking of a past event, something where, there was maybe some resentment or some envy towards somebody, something that, it could be an event that happened in your childhood. It could be an argument that you had with somebody, some kind of difficult energy, some kind of challenging energy that you're still putting your attention on. You're still thinking about it even to this day. And I feel like it's really a past event. I feel like it was really a long time ago, but you're still thinking about it. And I feel like, your memory is kind of not thinking exactly how the memory was. It's not really grounded in reality. Sometimes people say something, but we interpret it in a different way. We don't interpret it for the exact thing that it is. We see it through rose-colored glasses. We can say it like this. So we see it in a different way, and it clouds our vision. And I feel like whatever this is, this memory has been a little bit of clouded. It's not grounded in reality. And I feel like you're trying to move on from it. You're trying to, you think that you're moving on, you're trying to move on, but you're not quite there yet. And you're still carrying this heavy emotion around. You're still carrying this heavy burden or this heavy memory around with you. So, like I said, releasing, letting go is really the only way. Cleansing techniques. These are the ways that we can, let go of past memories, past resentments, anything that we wanted to do in the past that we didn't do, for example, or something that was said, or the should have, could have, would have, these kind of energies. We can't do anything to change the past. The past is what it is. We have to accept it and just let it go and move on is really the only thing that we can do. And like I said, Pisces, even though you feel like you're moving on, I feel like you're still carrying this memory or this burden or the burden of the memory around with you. So that is the message for this week, Pisces. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and have a good week.